Welcome everyone to the next new series on my channel. This one is going to be the Dairy Series. It's going to be starting Taheton County, this map. If I find any new maps, it'll maybe, and any new maps that I like, maybe it'll move to that at some point. But we're going to start on the Taheton County map because I really like that map. It's pretty relatively close to what it is like around my area where I live and I farm. So, yeah, I'm going to start a dairy series. We're going to start in the 1990s and we're going to move forward from there. Well, actually, I'm going to start in 1990 and then the next one will be 2000 when we move up. But, yeah, anyways. You'll see as I go along. You guys don't need the whole epilogue before I even start. Anyways, we're going to start with basically like we're kind of just starting out year for a dairy. I kind of just explained that in the intro for the video anyways. So I'll just kind of stop talking here. And I hope you guys enjoy this series. Again, I think I say this every time now on every series that I've started, but I really do enjoy making these videos. I do enjoy making realistic videos based on what I think running a dairy in Northwest Iowa would be like, or even what I think it would not even be like, but the way I think some of these guys, based on the stories that I've heard, the way some of these guys would have built dairies from the start, basically. So, with that being said, I'll jump right into the first episode here. The first episode is just to be kind of introing the farm. I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to take up half the episode and you guys are just going to skip through it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this series and I hope you enjoy the video. So, again, thanks for watching and I will see you in there. Well, I suppose corn's getting real close. We're gonna have to start chopping some silage here quick, I guess. But yeah, I mean it's there. We might be able to harvest here in a couple days. But I'll get out of the corn here maybe. I did find my way out. That's good. Don't need to turn into one of the children of the corn people. But I'll step away from my truck so you guys can hear me. Anyways, welcome to the vlog, everyone. This is we're just starting out here. Kind of awkward, but I'm gonna just show you around here on the first episode. I'm gonna show you around the farm, and then we're gonna be next episode probably gonna chop some silage because that's where a dairy kind of starts its year, or at least the way the guys kind of. The few that I've watched on YouTube and some of the ones that I watch or that I know in real life, kind of say their year kind of starts right around when they start chopping silage and kind of ends when they start chopping silage the next year. That's kind of how they run theirs. I don't know if that's necessarily accurate. I probably won't keep following that way, but that's how the series is going to start. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the vlog. With that being said, we're going to wander up to the truck here. And it is September of 1990. It's actually September 5th if you need to be more accurate, but I'm not going to... Yeah, anyways, we're going to crawl in my truck here and we're going to run back down the yard, or down to the yard. And I will show you guys around the yard. So, and maybe I'll even show you our other bin site, which is not at our home place here. But I will show you that if we have enough time, which I think we should. But, yeah, anyways, here's the entrance to it. We got our two farm signs. And then our electrical panels there. Got a long driveway because I kind of like the privacy of it. But, yeah. So, if I was live streaming this, I'd ask where you guys want it, where you want to start, but I think I'm just going to start here by the garage with my other truck that's sitting out. Oh, I guess I could start with the the wind rower. We got an international 1590 wind rower and a stack of bales behind it. Um, yeah, we'll start there. We got our 1978 truck here, a little small body truck, and then we got our forgive me, I don't remember the year all of a sudden. But it's new to us. I don't know why I can't remember the year all of a sudden. That is unfortunate. But yeah, this is our basically our big hauling truck. We're looking at trying to get a semi or two here soon. Maybe on an upcoming auction or something at some point we'll get around to it. But yeah. Anyways, so there's our truck. Here's our garage that we just built. It's got a little in-law, or they call it an in-law suite, where we kick our relatives out when they stop in, and that's where they stay. And then I'll kind of show you in the house here in a second. Okay, well, this is inside the house. I don't. There's a bedroom there. I live alone here at the dairy itself. I have a brother that helps out every once in a while. My dad helps out, but that yeah, it doesn't matter much. You guys don't care about the house and stuff. You care about the equipment. So I will wander over to the shed here with all my lovely signs that I've collected over the past couple of years. Well, I guess first up we got a loader here, and then our fuel barrel. But then yeah, I got all these nice signs. As the loud plane flies over, but we'll go ahead and open up and go in here. This is where we keep our silage chopper, our well, two planters, but I guess I got one in the shop right now because I was going to work on it some more before we got into uh, planting season over the winter. I was going to work on it. Holy cow, that was hard to come out of my mouth for some reason. We got our flatbed trailer and then the stock trailer that we use that we haul using our truck that I showed you already. And then yeah, to the tractors, which is what you guys want to see most, I'm sure. We got a 4955. It's got a loader attachment. This is what I use the loader for every once in a while that is sitting out there. But I have this one that has a permanent loader on it, the 4755. Really like both of these tractors, but Case just came out with their 7100 series this last year, and I really like this tractor. It's kind of hard to shift sometimes, but I don't really care. I like it. It's smooth riding. That definitely helps. And we had Demco tanks for it at one point, but they broke last year during the winter, so that is what it is. Next thing that you guys can clearly see is the 1688 combine. We've had that for a couple of years. I think, don't quote me, maybe 7 years now. But yeah. Anyways, you guys don't like me rambling, I'm sure. We got our other case planter, international planter, I guess. This is a 800. It's a 6-row series, or 6-row series. 6-row planter with fertilizer boxes on it. And yeah, some more signs as you can see. And then our sprayer back here that I've stacked the shed so well that I can't get to right now. But yeah, we got our little sprayer that just mounts onto the back of usually the boxcar Magnum here, and we spray with that. So yeah, you guys will see plenty of those, so I won't really go into much on those. Shut the door. We'll go ahead and shut that door too. All right. You know what? I'll go to the dairy barn next, and we'll start in the dairy barn with the hay equipment and the feeder wagons and manure spreaders. So I'll see you there. Okay, guys. Up next, we got our two manure spreaders. Our older one here is a Case International 595, and then we just bought this New Holland 185 from the guy that we bought the dairy from. Some of this stuff we had when we kind of came here. Me and my brother had a bunch of other equipment. Most of the 4755 we had before, this manure spreader we had before, and some of the tillage equipment you'll see we had before buying this, and then we bought it from a retiring guy, and he gave us a bunch of equipment with it. The bigger planter he gave us, obviously the silage trapper he gave us, combine me and my brother bought years ago. Well, 7 years ago, I already said that, but there's our one silo. Here's our other silo. Here is the manure or slurry, I guess. Pump auger. I don't really know what they actually call these off the top of my head. We don't actually own this. It's the guys that we usually have come around and help us spread slurry at the end of the year or after harvest and everything. We'll have them come around and help us spread manure and stuff. So yeah, they help us out, and they just leave this here, so then they don't have to transport one here. We got our water wagon over here. There's a manure heap. Here's the top side of the dairy barn. Oh, we do have some. I couldn't remember what I had in here. We got our 2 rakes, our sickle bar mower, and then our 2 round balers. Most of the hay that we cut now usually just gets turned into just straight feed, but I think we're going to be doing a little bit more bales. So we have, well, we'll have to do straw bales here next year for sure. So we got to plant some oats or wheat or something. But yeah, I can't remember if we're going to do some grass bales. We might do some just to have some for our calves that we put in our pasture out back. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and wander back. I'll show you the back pasture here. It's just on the other side of this tree. Oh yeah, I forgot about our slurry tanks are back here. This is where we park. So me and my brother bought these 2 slurry tanks from the guy that helps us pump manure. He was going to trade them off, and we said, hey, maybe we can buy them, so then you don't have to bring so much equipment out, and we just need one or 2 guys to kind of just help us haul some, so then we will help them haul some during the fall too when we have time. But yeah, this is where our calf pen's going to be. We got the water trough, the feed trough. But when we take calves off their mothers, after we wean them off their mothers, we'll bring them back here, and then we'll either feed them out if they're bulls, or we will at least raise them for a little bit before we sell them at market, and then any milking cows we'll bring back. If we need to let the milking cows take some time off, we'll sometimes let them back here, but we have another pen that we might be renting here next year, just so we can bring some of the mothers that aren't ready or are kind of done milking while they're waiting for their next calf to come in. So we will maybe show you that next time. I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling. Here's the milk trailer. We don't actually own this. The dairy company that we sell our milk to owns it, and they just bring a new one, an empty one in, leave it, and then they'll pick up this one whenever it's full. Here's the milk storage side. Here's the empty pits right now, or empty pits, the empty yards right now. Yeah. We haven't bought any cows since the guy sold us this place. But yeah, anyways, onto the tractor again. We got a 4230. This was my brother's first tractor that he bought. He put the cab on last year because he was using it to do some of his baling that he does on the side. And yeah, so yeah, she's a little, paint's kind of showing some wear, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Next up we got the feeder wagon that is weirdly hooked up for some reason, but anyways, yeah, it's a Gale. I don't know the number off the top of my head. We bought it from the guy that owned this place before. So yeah. But yeah, we can usually fit about 100 cows in here if we wanted to, but it kind of just goes all the way back there. And we got a milking crew that comes through and milks them in the mornings. They help out a couple of the other dairies in the area, and they'll just come through once they get done with those ones. Okay, so in the tillage shed we have our drill here. It's a John Deere drill. And then we got our chisel plow. We actually have two chisel plows. This one just 3-point mounts. The other one is a tow bar. But yeah, this one's 15 shank. I think the other one's only like a 10 shank maybe. It actually probably more than that. 12 shank maybe. Anyways, who cares? We got our 8-row crop cultivator. We're kind of going away from that since herbicides are working so well, and Roundup Ready beans are coming out soon, so we won't use that as much. And then we got our harrow here, or our harrow. We have our rotary hoe here that we use to break up crust whenever we get some hard rains like we've been getting. And so this can be used for weeding too. I think it's pretty good on weeding, but it's a little bit harsher on at least soybeans for sure. But anyways, we got our two case discs. Me and my brother owned one, and then we bought the other one from the guy that we bought the place from. So, yeah. They're, I think, both 24 footers. Pretty sure off the top of my head. Anyways, who cares? We got our two cultivators. Me and my brother own this little one. And then we bought the other one from the guy that we bought this place from. It's an International. It's got a wing fold. They both have wing folds, I guess, but yeah. Okay, so on to our other chisel plow that I like a little bit better. I guess I count the shanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I count that right? Oh yeah, counted that right. Okay. It's 11 shank. Yeah, I know. It's about all the 4955 can handle. So that's what we got. So then we got our bean header here and our corn header. We have them backed up to the other door, so then we can just pull the combine in to grab the corn header, and then we'll pull the bean header out right behind it. So then we don't have to pull all of our tillage equipment out to get it. So we'll wander around the edge here and make our way back out of the shed. Okay, so now into our, well, basically wagon storage shed now. We got a Chevy 300, if I remember right. That's what it... pretty sure it hasn't run, but the guy that we bought the place from said it ran not that long ago, but I don't think it's been running about 4 or 5 years by the looks of it. Anyways, it's got a 100 bushel hopper on the back, I guess, or dump tray. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Which would be nice every once in a while if we just need emergency clean out while we're combining or something. So yeah, and then we got our J&M 500 bushel grain cart. All these wagons back here were ones that me and my brother owned before, or that we had inherited from our grandpa, which actually both of our tillage pieces were ones that we had inherited from our grandpa. Now that I think about it, the tractors we all bought without him, because the tractors he had were a little bit worse for wear by the time we inherited them. Anyways, who cares? We got easy trails. These are all easy trails. 2 blue, 2 red. But yeah, we got Meyer and Gale boxes. We got the Meyer box, brand spanking new. We bought this a couple weeks ago, I think, literally. Right after we found out that our loan had been accepted to buy this place. We bought this too because we wanted one that I could pull behind the chopper and I didn't have to rely on my brother to be there all the time next to me with a chopper box. So we got 3 Gales that we picked up from the nice guy that we bought the place from. So yeah, and then this Meyer one, like I said. So we'll go ahead and get out of here. I think I'll go ahead and take you guys down and I'll show you our bin site. Well, kind of bin site. It is where our grandpa lived for many years. But the house, by the time he retired, the house had basically needed to be torn down, and or I guess by the time he passed away, we left it till he passed away, and now we just have the bin site as well as the ground around it. So I will go ahead and head down there, and I will see you guys when I get there. Well, guys, just pulling up here. I gotta open the gate. We have a gate around the bins now because we had some intruders at one point. So my house used to sit right about over here somewhere, I think, if I remember right. We left this shed. Obviously, it's a nice shed. We park tractors or whatever when we're down here combining because it's a little ways. I mean, it's basically across the county. So if we could park our trucks here and stuff, maybe we'll put a fuel barrel here someday. But yeah, we got our 3 Meridian bins here. I don't know how much they hold. I can't remember. They're brand spanking new, obviously. But yeah, we just had them put up 2 years ago. Right after, well, one of them my grandpa put up right before he retired and then subsequently passed away shortly after that, unfortunately. But me and my brother put the other 2 up because we can fit everything my grandpa owned, which is all the ground around here, around the fence here, all the way to the other gravel road. It's a good quarter section, maybe. It's a little bit over that now that I think of it. It's not just. It's like 180 actual tillable acres, if I remember right, minus this 10 acres here where the bin site is, and then so it's probably 220, I think, actual acres once you add everything else up. So yeah, anyways, here's the bin site. Our augers, we got our old John Deere that my grandpa bought years and years ago that we still use and will probably forever use until we find something better. And then we got a brand new AGI auger, brand spanking new. But yeah. So, anyways, I think that'll about do it for just this vlog. That is kind of just the intro to the series or to the farm. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and this series. You know, I'll just fourth wall break there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this series. Like I said, and I know I say it in every video and every vlog, but I really do enjoy putting these together, and I really hope you guys do enjoy. I know not many of you are actually watching them or actually watching them to completion either right now, which is fine. I'm just starting out, so we'll get there when we get there. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.